Welcome to day 24. Reaching the arms out in front, having a bolster or rolled up blanket by the lower back. We're going to just allow ourselves to lie gently on the bolster, allowing the arms to open up on either side of the body, having the knees knocking in towards each other, and just allowing yourself to really relax into this pose. We'll be doing a yin for deep release today. Just welcome yourself onto your mat and just let everything go. Perhaps closing the eyes down and just letting the external world fade from your consciousness, and just really allow this time for you. Perhaps setting an intention for your practice ahead. Maybe meeting ourselves today with a little more kindness than we normally would. This pose is inviting us to open up through the heart. As you breathe in, imagine creating space across the chest, creating space for whatever you need today in your practice or in your day-to-day life, whether that's patience, courage, strength, compassion, peace. Just have that in your mind and carry that with you throughout your practice and throughout the rest of your day. We'll be having long holds within our practice today, so really allowing the body to soften and deepen into each pose. Slowly lifting ourselves up. We're going to grab our block, and we can place the block just underneath the bolster, so horizontally, so that the bolster is lifted. So we've got just a little bit more of an elevation coming into our supported fish. Bring the legs together again, allowing the hands to just flop out on either side of the body. Notice the opening across the chest. Notice where you feel tension. And just breathing into those areas of tension. Really listening to your body and seeing what the body needs, as well as the mind. See what your mind needs today in your practice. And again, just invite whatever it is that you need into your life, whether it's courage, patience, strength. Notice how your body feels supported both by the mat and the bolster. So really allowing yourself to just let go here and relax completely into this pose. Just staying in this pose for a few more breaths. And remembering that when we're coming out of our poses, we're just taking it really easy. So move as slow as you need. Not in a rush. We don't have anywhere to be. Slowly lifting ourselves up, taking your bolster, and we're going to place that out in front of us. We're going to come into a supported puppy pose. You can use the bolster or you don't have to use the bolster, it's entirely up to you. Placing the hands over the bolster and just allowing the chest to melt down towards the floor, keeping the hips over your knees. We'll be here for roughly 2 minutes. You might start to feel an intense stretch through the chest and the shoulders. So it will feel uncomfortable. And that's when we just try to breathe through the discomfort rather than fighting against it. If you feel any sharp shooting pains, then that's when we need to move slowly out of the pose. But with discomfort, we just breathe into it. And if at any point it feels way too much for you, you can always just come out of it nice and slowly. This is your practice, so tailor it towards what feels best for you and your body. Remembering to breathe. So sometimes it can feel a bit restricting in puppy pose. So this is when we really need to connect with that breath. So full breaths in and full breaths out. Just noticing how the body softens into this pose. Notice the shoulders opening, the chest opening. Perhaps you might need to readjust yourself. And just staying here for a few more breaths. And slowly releasing, lifting ourselves up. You can stretch the arms out, so taking the right arm across the stretch and using the left arm to pull the right arm closer to you. Relax the shoulders and then swapping it over to the left hand side. Breathing into that arm, just releasing any tension. And then from here, we're going to come into Sphinx pose. So we're going to come down to our stomach, bringing the forearms out in front, keeping the shoulders over the elbows and the elbows in line with the wrists. Going to open up the chest so we're not dumping our neck into the shoulders or bringing the shoulders up to the ears. We're keeping the chest lifted. We're pulling our chest forward slightly with our hands. And we're squeezing our back muscles here. Looking directly in front of you to keep the neck in a natural position rather than lifting your chin up. And just keep breathing here. Allowing yourself to be supported by the floor and pushing yourself off of the floor with the forearms. And just observe the sensations that you're feeling. Try to observe them without labeling them as good or bad. And just notice what's present in this moment. Staying here for a few more breaths. If you need to release at any time, that's absolutely fine. You can come out of it and then come back into it. And last breath here. If need be, you can round through the upper back, bringing the chin to the chest. And then from there, we're going to come to lie all the way down to the floor. We're going to come into another shoulder stretch. So taking the right arm out to the side or cactus position, roll onto your right hip, lift the left leg up and behind you. Using your left hand to support you. So you'll find that if your shoulders are quite open, you can keep the arm in a cactus position. But if your shoulders are quite tight, then it's better to have the arm extended out to the side instead. Keep breathing into that shoulder. And just a few more breaths here. Coming back to the center, we're going to bring the left arm out to the side in a cactus position or extending it out fully. This time rolling onto your left hip and lifting the right leg up and behind us. And breathing into that left shoulder this time. Really focusing on the breath, try not to hold it. See if you can just relax a little bit more by 1% even. Slowing the breath down as much as you can. Just to signal to the body that you're safe. And then once the body knows that you're safe, it will just relax a little bit more. Just staying here for a few more breaths. And then we're going to make our way back to our stomach. Moving nice and slow, might feel a bit tense in the shoulders. Pushing ourselves up and back into a child's pose. Reaching the arms out in front or on either side of the body. See what feels good for you. And then from there, we're going to come back to a seated position, grabbing the bolster. And we're going to come into our caterpillar pose. So placing the bolster on the thighs, lengthways, and then just fold over on top of the bolster. If you need to add an extra layer, maybe another cushion, just grab a cushion and put one there. And just allow the body to be supported here and just simply sink deeper into the pose. So you don't have to be active by any means in this pose. You don't have to hold yourself up. Just really sink into the bolster or the cushion. Just see if you can just soften by 1% more. Staying connected with your breath. So full breaths in and full breaths out. Try not to force anything. We've got just under 2 minutes left in this pose. So really allow gravity to do the work here and just flop into the bolster. Notice where you're holding any unnecessary tension. Maybe the jaw, face, hands, shoulders. And wherever that tension is, just see if you can soften it just a little bit more. Seeing if you can find a little bit more space with the breath. And just stay here for a few more breaths. We'll slowly start to lift ourselves up. Move the bolster to the side. Bending through the knees and reaching the arms out, coming to lie down on the mat. Extending your legs out in front. And then you're going to take your left leg over to the left and your right leg on top. Reaching the arms up overhead, grabbing hold of your right wrist, coming into banana pose. So your body should be in like a letter C or a banana shape. And just breathe into your right side of your body. This is a really good side body stretch. Helps open up through the rib cage. And one more breath here. Coming back to the center. And then making your way over to the other side. So the right leg goes out to the side and then the left leg goes on top of your ankle, will go on top of your right ankle. And then the arms are up overhead over to the right side. And again, it's like a banana shape or the letter C. And just breathe into the left hand side of the body, breathing into your intercostal muscles. And 2 more breaths here. Coming back to the center. And just bring the knees into the chest, rock side to side. Taking your arms out into a T position and then just allowing the legs to go over to the left-hand side. So the right leg is stacked on top of the left. Nice gentle twist. Make our way through the center and then dropping the knees over to the right hand side. Left leg stacked on top of the right. Making sure that we're still focusing on full breaths in and full breaths out. Then from there, we're going to come towards the wall. We're going to take our legs and allow the legs to go up the wall and just rest the head and the shoulders into the mat. Relaxing here, allowing the floor to support us. Really allowing the lower body to rest. And just allowing the tension to melt away in the legs. Allowing the wall to completely support the weight of your legs. There's nothing to achieve here, so just allow yourself to relax completely. Allowing your breath to slow down, your body to soften, and your nervous system to settle. And just take this time to really rest. Just see if you can soften the backs of your legs a little bit more. We just have a few more breaths here. Bringing the legs down, and then we're just going to simply roll onto the mat fully and coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Allowing the legs to extend out in front, the feet flopped out to the side. The arms on either side of the body with the palms facing up. And if it feels good for you, closing down the eyes. I invite you to get really comfortable and cozy. Maybe untying the hair, placing something over the eyes. Taking a slow breath in through the nose and exhale softly through the mouth. Again, inhale deeply and exhale, releasing any tension. Allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm, bringing attention to your body. Feel the weight of your heels, your calves, your thighs. sinking into the floor. Relax your abdomen, soften your chest, and just let your shoulders melt downward. Unclench your jaw, relax the tongue, allow it to gently rest at the bottom of the mouth, relaxing the facial muscles, releasing the tension in between the eyebrows, and just allow the muscles around your eyes to become soft. Notice your breath flowing in and flowing out. There's nothing to do and nowhere to be. With each exhale, imagine your body becoming a little heavier and a little more relaxed. Perhaps taking a final full body scan and noticing if there's any tension that's still being held in the body. Breathe into that tension and allow that tension to just melt away. Staying here for a few more breaths in silence. You can stay here as long as you need, or you can end the practice with me now. Thank you for flowing with me, and I wish you a beautiful day.